Hi there, how you doing? G'day people, this is Sharpino here, and this is my second attempt at filming this because the first time I recorded this, my mic was turned off, so that's fun. So having to regale this entire video again is always a fun time, but nevertheless, that's how you know you haven't been recording such a long time when you forget to check your mic, so that's always good. But ladies and gentlemen, here we are. So it's been 2 months since my last video. I do apologize for the obviously lack of content thereof. I'll be honest with you guys, the last video that I made honestly just burnt me out. And if you guys don't know what video I'm talking about, I played through the entire of Pokemon Scarlet with Dark Shiny Pokemon. And whilst it was a fun experience making the video, it took me 2 months to make. And you know, yes, it did good on the views, do not get me wrong, but to piece together the content, record, script, edit, and everything, it just took a lot of time. And by the time I finally put out the video, I was honestly burnt out from it. And like I said, I do apologize if, you know, you guys love that type of content and, you know, you definitely want to see more. I might do it more, maybe. But like I said, it just depends. Like at the moment, like I said, just busy with everything in real life at the moment and with work and everything else here. So that's kind of tied my hands as far as time to make content. But here I am nevertheless. And what better time to make a video and have a little talk with you guys than with the Pokemon Presents that just happened just a couple days ago. So that's fun. So I'm just going to hit bullet points of the main things that for me, I definitely wanted to talk about and disregard anything that really, to me, just isn't a big part of it. So for people that like Pokemon Cafe, Pokemon Go, Pokemon Masters EX, and what was the other Pokemon game? There was something else. So anyways, I'm not going to be talking about that because honestly, they do not matter to me. And it's not that I mean, it doesn't matter to me, so I'm just not going to talk about it. But let's talk about things that I do care about. So first thing talking about is Scarlet Violet content. They just announced that there's going to be more Terra Raid bosses coming up. Venusaur is out at the moment until the 5th, and then the Blastoise comes out on March 6th for a week, and then Charizard comes out for only 5 days, surprisingly. I don't know why they made Charizard a bit shorter than everyone else, but we digress. So that's, as far as Scarlet Violet content goes, that's the only update they were giving to us on that. Pokemon Sleep, I was actually very interested to see what they had introduced with Pokemon Sleep because if you guys don't know, I've been playing Pokemon Sleep since the game started and I've been enjoying it a lot. A few little you know, grievances with the game. Number one, sleep tracker doesn't always work 100%. I think we can all agree that can be frustrating, especially when you're doing what it is that they ask you to do and then you don't get rewarded when it doesn't track your sleep accurately, so that's always annoying. The other thing that I find irritating is the fact that I have found a lot of good Pokemon, but the problem is that you need to use seeds to make them better. And the only way that you can access these seeds is if you save up sleep points, and they're only accessible once a month. Unless they put out a diamond package, and that obviously costs you money. So it kind of makes you kind of pay to play if you want to get those seeds to, I guess, make your current team better. Which is annoying, but I guess it's a business, so I guess it has to make money somehow. But the legends are coming out from Johto, so Raikou, Suicune, and Entei are all coming to this game. Now, I'm interested to see what sort of effects that they're going to have. Are they going to be talking about, having to force us to have a master biscuit to capture these, or are they going to give us tasks to complete to earn these legends, sort of like Pokemon Go in that respect. So I'll be very interested to see how they go, and I'll be very interested to see how the legends interact with the skills and how they coexist with others. The biggest thing I'm going to say is how we're going to train them up, because the only way you could train them up, because are they going to allow us to have more than one? Are they only going to allow us to have just one, like Pokemon Go? And without trading available, that would only mean that everyone's only allowed to have one per account. So, I'd be very interested to see where they go with this. But nevertheless, it's looking forward to new content coming to Pokemon Sleep. That's good. And apparently it's Electric Week this coming week. So if you look at Electric Pokemon, then look out for the islands to go to if you want to send Electric type Pokemon. Next topic of business is Pokemon TCG Pocket. Now, this was interesting considering that they stopped Pokemon TCG Go last year in June. And now they've come out with this, which is basically a mobile It's basically, to me, it looks exactly like the same as Pokemon TCGO. It's exactly the same thing. So I don't get what's different from this to like what's different from this to what was there before. They were talking about having more immersive experiences with the card art. So if you get like a full art, like they showed you in the trailer, Pikachu, and it was in the forest, you can actually explore the forest. So I guess it's making it more interactive and immersive for you, the viewer, the player. If you do rip the card, if you open the pack and get it, that you can kind of, I guess, interact with it. I guess, I don't know if that was such a thing where people wanted to do that, but I guess it is. And they were showing you that you could battle other people, so it just, to me, looks like another TCGO. So, I mean, they were showing you that they were opening a pack every day. I don't know if that means that every day you get a free pack. I don't know if that's how it works. If it is, it's great for those who are free to play, and the fact you can see you can trade to other people, that means that you're going to watch a lot of people get multiple accounts so they can get like all the best cards to one account. I just can see that happening straight away because everyone does it. Again, Pokemon Go, it's just a derivative of that. But nevertheless, considering that I can't afford to play Pokemon TCG in real life, I guess if it's free to play, I guess it's not a bad idea for someone like myself. So that's always fun. But let's talk about the golden nugget of this Pokemon Presents, and that is Pokemon Legends ZA. Whew, okay. So, was I disappointed that Gen 5 wasn't the generation? Yeah, I won't lie, it was definitely disappointing to say the least, but that's the first thing. But the fact it's a Legend game, I'm not opposed to it. You could do any generation with Legends, and I would not be disappointed. Hell, you could do Kanto for like the bajillionth time, and I would have been happy with it. But with Legends, you know, I've been actually playing Pokemon Legends Arceus over the last couple of weeks. I've been watching a few Pokemon YouTubers shiny hunting alphas, and it got me the shiny hunting bug, and I went to go ahead and start shiny hunting alphas again, like I did before. So maybe you might see Legends shiny hunts back on the channel. Who knows? But the fact that they're going to bring it back to Legends, I think that Pokemon Legends Arceus was a really, really, really good game, and I think a lot of us can agree that they really nailed it with Legends Arceus. And the fact that they teased the Megas at the very end there, so I'm very intrigued to see, they're going to have new Mega Evolutions, they're going to have new starters, because, you know, like in Legends Arceus, they had 3 different starters from 3 different generations, so, and 3 different evolutions for the final stages, so I'll be very interested to see where they take the final evolution for the Pokemon and what have you. So we have that. We have a few ideas flying around talking about are we actually going to witness the Pokemon War that was discussed in Pokemon X and Y? You know, what roles do Yveltal and Xerneas play in this game, considering that if it is themed around war, are we going to start where Lumena-City is the center and that's where we start and then we branch out to like in Arceus, or is that the only area? I'm sure it's not going to be the only area, but how they're going to branch out from there, if you know what I mean. Characters, you know, like Lysander, Team Flare, you know, who's going to be the villain of the game, what sort of story are we going to play into, considering that in Legends Arceus they kind of derived characters from from Sinnoh, from Diamond and Pearl into Legends Arceus. You know, are we still going to have like multiple sidekicks like Tiano, Trevor and Shauna and all that with us, or are we just going to have one sidekick and that's it, and then we have Professor Komodo was Rowan, what's his name? Volo was Cynthia, relative, I guess you could say. So I'd be very interested to see, like, Sycamore as well, to see, like, how these characters will be integrated into the game. I think we'd all be very interested in that. And there was one point that I saw someone point out. I don't know if it means anything, but just in case it does mean something. Someone pointed out, I was watching someone review it, and they were talking about how when Talonflame was flying around the tower in Lumena-City, that it devolved into a fletchling. I don't know if that means they're going to allow devolving, because I've never played a Pokemon game where they've allowed you to do that. I think the only time that ever happened was in Pokemon Explorers, or in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games. But otherwise, I don't know any other game where that would occur, so I'll be very interested to see if it does happen. But, ladies and gentlemen, that's basically it for the Pokemon Presents. So, You know, for all Pokemon players of all multiple games, Pokemon Unite, Pokemon Masters EX, Pokemon TCG, Pokemon Go, Pokemon Scarlet Violet, Pokemon, I guess, TCG Pocket now instead of online, and Pokemon Legends EA, you know, I think we can all agree this was a very good Pokemon Presents. And, you know, what are my personal thoughts? Well, I mean, Pokemon Legends EA is great because it's going to give a lot of people more content to create on YouTube. So for the Pokemon community, YouTuber community, I'm very happy for them. And I guess for Pokemon players, it just gives us something to look forward to next year. Like, honestly, I think next year is just going to be such a big year for gaming because we've got GTA 6 that's apparently supposed to come out next year, and this game as well. So the decks have been stacked high for next year, for 2025. You know, so I'd be very interested to see how gaming progresses next year. But nevertheless, you might see some videos floating about on this channel here and there, just between everything that's been going on here. I might bring back the shiny hunts, because I've been shiny hunting off screen. I found an alpha shiny Lopunny, Lopunny and a shiny Blissey alpha. And, oh yeah, alphas, that's what I was going to talk about. I wonder if they're going to keep, like, the shiny hunting and the alphas in this game. I really hope they do, because if they don't, I think a lot of people are going to be very disappointed, because a lot of people like shiny hunting in Legends Arceus because of that, you know, the bling, and it tells you there's a shiny in the area. And then when they got rid of that, everyone was so pissed off, especially in Scarlet Violet, where you had to actually look at the Pokemon to notice the difference. So, you know, I've got high hopes for Pokemon Legends EA, I think we all do. And looking forward to more information being released about that soon. So, I guess if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like for this video, because I do appreciate all the support. Hopefully I'll bring up more content soon, and stay safe, guys, and until the next time I see you guys in the next video, stay safe, stay sharp, and I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Later.